the most banned network in the world.
It's Thursday, December 1st, 2022. I'm your host, Alex Jones, and in studio, Ye is our guest. He's going to be here, he says, for the next 3 hours or so, and also America First leader, and that is Nick Fuentes, Ollie Alexander, Owen Schroyer, and many others are also going to be coming through here today. And Ye has arrived in a new ensemble here with us, but I'll assure you it is Ye. Ye, thank you so much for coming to Austin.
If I'm able to put that up there and pause this.
Thank you for having me.
Well, where would you like to start? This first little 5-minute segment is just kind of a prelude to what's coming up. What do you want to cover here today?
This is the most awkward shit I've ever seen. I guess the saying is that it broke the internet yesterday, and I think that's true, and it's kind of disturbing, and a lot of it is. And it's disturbing when Alex Jones, one of the most wild people in the world, one of the most controversial people in the world, is actually trying to walk back Kanye. And I know everybody's calling him Ye, but I just his name's always been Kanye, so that's who he is to me, but whatever. Kanye, Ye, whatever.
Just God runs the world, and Jesus is the way and the life. And it's time to put Jesus first in the way that we run our businesses, the way we run our families, our businesses, and the way we run our country.
For radio listeners, we're on over 400 radio stations. They can't see you right now. This is a new look for you.
Oh no, I've been wearing a mask for a while.
Ah.
Yeah.
So this is an archetypal example that the mask is off by putting the mask on.
I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why he would go on there and wear the mask and all that. It adds to the strangeness of all of it. It's hard to even people are saying he has mental problems, and I do think he has a strong streak of self-destructiveness, or what do you call it, self-sabotage. Kanye, it's just questionable, a lot of what he did and said here yesterday.
People can take it how they want to take it. It's just...
Look at this, though. What, dude? The hell are you doing? Why would you go there and wear a mask? I see you on all kinds of other shows. Is this just to stir up more shit? And you're sitting there with a Bible and all the controversial things you say. People are going to take that to be controversial and contrary to the Bible. A lot of the things you say about liking Hitler, loving Hitler, you keep repeating that. And even when Alex is trying to walk you back, you're diving into that rabbit hole of craziness. Why are you hurting yourself like that, is what I want to know. Because there are all kinds of crazy things you can say in life. And my dad once told me that just because you can say it doesn't necessarily mean it helps you. Because I used to say a lot of crazy shit early on when I was doing a radio thing for a long time. I'd be scared to death of the recordings I did when I was younger turned up, because it would be like Cancel City for me. Do you know that? So you come on the most controversial radio show in the world, and I am a listener. I'm not going to lie. I'm a listener of Alex Jones's, and he and I are on the same page about a hell of a lot of shit. Not everything, but a lot of shit. But what are you doing, man? You're making people think you're a freak. Do you want to be taken seriously? Because there's something questionable about your mental health when you're talking about being president and you pull a crazy stunt like this. And something tells me you're serious about wanting to be president, except that when you do stuff like this, people are not going to take you seriously.
It's interesting. If you look at a Michael Jordan or something, you load up all these pictures and he's smiling and he's holding a basketball, he's jumping from the free throw line. And then you look at Phil Knight and you barely can see a picture of him and he's got his face covered. So I don't have to show my face. It's me. That's my right.
Yeah, it's your right, but it doesn't help you. It adds to this negative mystique that people have of you. If there were people who didn't like you before, they're super not liking you. And people who used to love you, I've heard people rave about you as an artist for years, and you've been destroying yourself lately. Why wouldn't you be trying to rehab your image instead? It's just you're going too far with stuff, man. You're not helping yourself. And these are distractions. Like today's Alex Jones show, Alex is talking about the real trouble the world is in, the problems we have with energy being cut off, with vaccine mandates, COVID lockdowns, the implications of energy being cut off being that there will be famine as a result of it, because energy plays a key role in industrial farming and the raising of industrial meat, cow, sheep, pork, all these things. So you're not helping. There's a world that could be gone from nuclear war tomorrow, and this just is a sensational spectacle to bring attention to yourself. And it's a distraction, actually. And I think Alex Jones gets that, what I'm saying right now. So one of the most controversial men in society is actually trying to walk you back on your crazy shit. And you're just like, and it's a joke to people. They're like, ha ha, but this isn't a joke. Like, you're showing signs of mental difficulty, and it's like a point of ridicule for people. So if it's someone in the media that people like and they take seriously, it's like, oh, don't make fun of mental illness. But since it's Kanye and he said some things that are really far out there and inappropriate, at least in the public sphere, these are things that are like, if you say them, you get all messed up by society. They're going to come after all your interests and try to hurt you. I just don't get why you would do it. As a human being and as a man, I'm worried about you. I've been there as far as having a self-destructive streak in me. And if you're sober, then I'm really worried about you. And if you're on drugs, I'm really worried about you. It just, so what do I say about this? I don't want to say much more about this. I'm just doing a test recording right now because I put this new fire down in the corner and I think it's cool. Like, I'm all proud of myself because I was about to fall asleep on the couch and I was like, dude, I got to get up and see if I can hook a monitor down there and put a fire on the lower right of. I'm like looking at this picture on another video I recorded and I'm like, I want to put another monitor behind this monitor and get something going behind there. And the fire is like perfect. It feels perfect for me. And I love to be honest with you, on Alex's whole studio here, all of this digital backdrop and whatnot, that is just so big and awesome and beautiful. I love it. I'd like to work in something like that, but I don't want to build it personally. So I'm at home and I'm building my own thing personally, and it's not finished for me. Like, I obsess about these imperfections up here, and I feel like I can't start something for real until this is complete. So I'm looking like at neon lights to put behind this TV to hopefully have like a border of light that shines on the wall around where you see it. And I was looking at a neon light to go on the top of this. This is studio foam right here, and you can't see the ridges on it because there's no lighting on it. But when light's thrown on it, you see the shape of the texture. And so I'm wanting to get these tube lights that might sort of fluctuate their illumination and throw a texture and a feeling all through this area down here. And so then up top there, I'm not sure what I'll do yet. I'm thinking about hanging drapes back there and throwing a light on those drapes. There will be drapes behind this fire display you see and behind this TV coming down, covering this portion right here, which has sunlight coming through the window during the day, and I hate that. So I want to complete this whole image right here to be filled in and beautiful and lit, and that's what I'm doing here tonight. So that's what I wanted to do. I'm doing just a tiny bit of commentary on this. I'm up late. I've never done a recording this late, but I've been more inspired in my studio lately, and I was moping around all day earlier today, and I'm not going to get into why, and then I'm like, dude, I'm inspired to put that. I was just sitting on my couch and I was like, I got that big monitor downstairs. I have all this gear and I have another computer where I can hook up. That's basically a second monitor on another iMac behind this one I'm using to do this video recording. And it's just the purpose of the second iMac that I've had sitting upstairs out of use is to run this second monitor with that screensaver on it with the fire. And I'm like, it's getting cooler. it's metaphorically warm because of the fire, but this is getting to be a cool setup that I really like, and I just wanted to mention this interview. But so that's it for me right now, and you'll see. I'll go back to this. This is not as exciting, and I'm like, but some of the lighting I was talking about, when it gets down here, it'll illuminate all that, and it'll look better, and I'll be excited to have it there. There needs to be something on this wall behind me, and I was like, what if I could run another monitor from the same computer or something with another screensaver that has the same consistent fire burning over here? And I don't know how easy that would be because it seems like this particular screensaver I'm using can only work as a screensaver on one choice of 3 monitors. You can't have it running. Maybe there are, well, no, I don't think so. I don't know that I can run 2 at once. But anyway, that's it. I'm going to bed. Forget this. Peace be with everyone. And I pray, Kanye, you get your act together because you're destroying yourself, and I don't want to see that. Peace.